one of the most exciting pieces of news that has been out there for a while is the fact that we got Deadpool 3 coming. We've waited years for that announcement. And Hugh Jackman is coming back to play. We're going to see Ryan Reynolds, good Canadian kid, and Hugh Jackman on screen together as Wolverine and Deadpool. Going to be fantastic. But as we talked about on the show the other day, Morena Baccarin, who plays Vanessa in the Deadpool movies, revealed that they had not been able to come to a deal yet. They've asked her about being in it, but her reps and the movie's reps have not been able to come to a deal. And I feel like, listen, you can do Deadpool 3 without Vanessa, but it would really be better if you had her in there. She's a key, she is the heart of everything that motivates Deadpool. Well, apparently the movie gods have heard. And according to a report now in Deadline, Morena Baccarin and Stefan Kapicic, it's probably a ch on there. I'm sorry, I've never heard his name spoken. The guy who does the voice of Colossus is set to return for Deadpool 3 as Vanessa and Colossus. And I'm so glad this came up because, we were talking about when the Vanessa story came up that she may or may not be in there. I said, listen, there is no secondary character more important to Deadpool than Vanessa. If we had extended that conversation to the next most important, it would be Colossus. That shot kills me. Colossus in these movies, I mean, he's the heart of it. He brings so much heart and warmth and humor. Colossus in these movies is just such a great character. And by the way, his fight against Juggernaut in Deadpool 2 is awesome. I love that fight there. Anyway, so it looks like both of them are going to be back in here. Now, this just broke just before we started the show. And this is what they're writing over at Deadline. Exclusive. Ryan Reynolds is looking to get the gang back together again for Marvel. New Deadpool sequel as Morena Baccarin and Stefan Kapicic are set to reprise their roles as Vanessa and Colossus, respectively. Reynolds recently announced Karen Soni and Leslie Uggams would return as Dopinder and Blind Al, who, like Vanessa and Colossus, appear in the first two films. So, yep, the whole gang is back together again, and I am super excited for it. I think this is fantastic. I love Morena Baccarin, whether she was even in bad shows like the V remake. Like even in that, she's bad. Even in shows that I thought were okay, like Gotham, loved her in that. And of course, where most people will recognize her from outside of Deadpool is, of course, Serenity and Firefly. Loved her in those shows. I think she's terrific. She's beautiful. She's got incredible talent. She can own a screen when she's on it. And most importantly, for this context, she's got terrific chemistry with Ryan Reynolds. Her and Ryan Reynolds just have fabulous chemistry together. I don't know that there's ever been a romance in a comic book movie that I've liked more. I hate most romances in comic book movies with very, very few exceptions. Tony and Pepper, Peter and Gwen, and why am I freezing? Druig and Makari in Eternals. And that's about it. That's a short list out of like the 50 comic book movies that have had romances. That's a really short list. But Ryan Reynolds and Morena Baccarin have terrific chemistry together, and I love that Colossus is going to be back there. Love it. Now we just got to find out if Negasonic Teenage Warhead will be there too. And what was her girlfriend's name? Is it Yuki? Girl. Yuki? Hi, Yuki. Hi, Wade. She's adorable. She's adorable. I just want to see them say that 15 times. I can just watch her say 7 times in a movie. Hi, Wade. I loved her. I thought she was absolutely adorable. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? It's now all set. The whole gang is back together again now for Deadpool 3. Colossus and Vanessa will be there. Are you glad about that? Maybe you don't care. Whatever you guys think, jump down in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a minute and thank the sponsor of today's video, Fume. Listen, cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there is a better way to break your habits. And we're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your crazy neighbor or putting Vaseline on your feet under your socks. No, we're talking about our sponsor, Fume, and they look at the problem in a different way. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? And Fume is an innovative, award-winning device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fumes is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air, and instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all-natural, delicious flavors. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets
magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit. When I first got my Fume, I couldn't believe how beautiful the design was. It's perfectly weighted, and when I breathed it in the first time, I was blown away by just how fresh it tasted. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use the code CAMPEA to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use the code CAMPEA to save an additional 10% off your order today.